If you are over 60 and feel discarded by the world, let me give you peace. My child, I want you to take a deep breath, just one. Let the air fill your lungs and feel the weight of your shoulders as they drop, even if only by a fraction. I am here. I have been here through every decade, every sunrise, and every long, silent night. I am not speaking to you from a distance, across the clouds, or from behind a veil of ancient history. I am sitting right here, in the quiet of your room, in the stillness of your heart. I see you. Truly, I see you. Before we begin, please like and subscribe to walk with me every day. You are over 60 now. Perhaps you look in the mirror and struggle to recognize the face looking back at you, tracing the lines that time has etched into your skin like a map of a long, exhausting journey. I know that sometimes you feel like a ghost in your own life, or like a relic from a world that no longer exists. You look at the fast-paced world around you, the glowing screens, the hurried footsteps, the constant noise, and you feel discarded. You feel as though your worth was tied to your productivity, your youth, or your role as a provider. And now that those things have shifted, you wonder if you have become invisible. I want you to hear me clearly. You have never been invisible to me. I have seen the tears you shed in the dark when the house is too quiet and the memories are too loud. I have seen the way you carry the weight of your family's worries, the way you ache for children who are busy, or the way you mourn friends who have already come home to me. You have spent your life pouring yourself out like a drink offering. You have been the pillar, the worker, the nurturer, and the silent strength. And now, in this season, you are tired. You are so very tired. The world tells you that your value is fading, but I tell you that you are coming into your most sacred hour. This heaviness you feel, the grief for what is lost and the fear of what is to come, is not a sign of failure. It is not a punishment. It is the natural response of a soul that has loved much and endured much. You are allowed to feel this. You don't have to put on a brave face for me. I was the man of sorrows. I am well acquainted with grief. When your heart breaks, it breaks against my own. You carry a specific kind of pain, don't you? It's the pain of feeling past your prime. You see the world celebrating the new, the fast, and the loud, while you feel you are being pushed to the margins. There is a subtle, cruel whisper in your ear, the voice of the antagonist, telling you that you are a burden, that your best days are behind you, and that you are just waiting for the end. That whisper is a lie. It is the pride of a world that does not know how to value the soul. I am here to unburden you from the guilt of your exhaustion. You don't have to do anything to earn my love. You don't have to be useful to be precious. In my eyes, your worth is not found in your hands, but in your being. I remember when I knit you together in your mother's womb. I was there for your first breath, and I have counted every heartbeat since. I saw the moments of secret bravery no one else witnessed, the times you chose kindness when you were hurt, the times you kept going when you wanted to give up. I saw it all, and I cherished it. Lay down the should-haves. Lay down the if-onlys. You are over 60, and the world may have turned its back, but I am leaning in closer. I am not looking for a polished version of you. I want the you that feels discarded. I want the you that feels lonely. I want to hold the hands that are tired and the heart that is heavy. You have carried this world on your back for long enough. Let me carry you now. I want you to know that your life is not a fading sunset. In my kingdom, it is the preparation for a glorious dawn. But before we talk about the future, we must acknowledge the present. Your pain is valid, your fatigue is real, and my love for you, exactly as you are, right now, in this chair, with these thoughts, is absolute. You are safe with me. We have all the time in the world. Sit with me a moment longer. Let the silence of this room become a sanctuary, not a prison. We have acknowledged your pain, but now I want to look deeper into how that weight was built, brick by brick, over these 6 decades. I want to help you understand how you became so tired, and why the peace I promised seems like a distant shore you can no longer reach. Life has a way of moving with a terrifying speed, doesn't it? One moment you are standing at the threshold of your youth, convinced that the world is a map waiting for your footprints, and the next, you are looking back at 40, 50, and 60 years as if they were a series of blurred images through a train window. In that rush, in the doing, the earning, and the surviving, the world began to demand things of you that I never intended for you to carry alone. You built walls. You had to. You built them to protect your heart from the disappointments of careers that didn't love you back. You built them to shield your children from the storms of a world that felt increasingly chaotic. You built them out of pride, perhaps, thinking that if you just worked hard enough, planned well enough, or sacrificed enough, you could control the outcome of your life. And slowly, without you even noticing, those walls that were meant to protect you became the very things that isolated you. I see the shadows of your regrets. They are the heaviest bricks in those walls. You look back at the people you didn't forgive, the words you said in anger that you can never take back, and the dreams you let slip through your fingers because you were too afraid or too busy. The antagonist whispers to you that it is too late, that the cement has hardened and the structure of your life is fixed in its brokenness. He tells you that your mistakes define you now, and that the you of 60 plus is just a collection of failures and missed opportunities. But I am here to tell you that the world's clocks and my heart do not beat to the same rhythm. The world looks at your age and sees a closing door. I look at your age and see a soul that is finally, perhaps for the first time, quiet enough to hear my voice. Think of the decades where the worries of this life choked the seeds of peace I planted in you. You worried about the opinions of people who are no longer here. You worried about accumulating things that are now gathering dust or have been given away. You spent so much energy trying to satisfy a world that is never satisfied. I watched you run that race, and I longed to call you to the sidelines to rest. I was there, calling to you in the gentle breeze, in the laughter of a child, and in the quiet moments of the morning. But the noise of the modern world was so very loud. You feel a disconnect, don't you? The technology, the values, the way people treat one another, it feels foreign to the heart I gave you. This isolation is not just physical, it is spiritual. You feel like a stranger in a land you once knew. And in that strangeness, you have allowed yourself to believe that you are no longer needed. You have let the outer man and its decline dictate the state of your inner man. But listen to what I told you through my servant Paul, words I wrote for you specifically for this season of your life. Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 18. My dear child, your outer man, this body that aches, this memory that sometimes falters, is indeed temporary. It is the tent you are living in, not the person you are. The world is obsessed with the tent. It judges the tent by its wear and tear. But I am looking at the person inside. I am looking at your spirit, which is being renewed every single time you turn your thoughts toward me. The weight you feel is the result of trying to fix your eyes on what is seen, on the bank accounts, the health reports, the social status, and the physical distance between you and those you love. These things are heavy because they were never meant to be your foundation. They are shifting sands. The walls you built out of fear and pride are crumbling because they cannot withstand the weight of eternity. Do not be afraid of the crumbling. Let the walls fall. Let the world's definitions of success and worth go. You didn't lose your way because you were bad or weak. You lost your way because you were human, trying to navigate a broken world with a map that only led to exhaustion. You are 60, and you are standing amidst the ruins of what you thought life was supposed to be. But look at me. I am standing here in the ruins with you. I am not pointing at the mess. I am reaching out my hand. I am not asking you to rebuild those old walls. I am asking you to step out from behind them. The peace you seek isn't found in fixing the past or reclaiming your youth. It is found in recognizing that while the world has moved on, I have remained. While your body has changed, my promise has not. You have spent 60 years learning how the world works. Now let me show you how grace works. I want you to look at my hands. They are not the hands of a judge, holding a ledger of your 60 years of mistakes. They are the hands that were pierced for the very regrets that keep you awake at night. You have spent so much time looking backward, mourning the version of yourself that was stronger, faster, or better by the world's standards. But I am standing in your now, and I am telling you that my grace is not a limited resource that ran out when you turned 50. In the economy of the world, time is a predator. It steals your beauty, your strength, and eventually, your relevance. But in my kingdom, time is a servant of grace. You feel that because you are over 60, the best parts of your life are written in a book that is nearly finished. You feel that there isn't enough time left to fix the broken relationships, to atone for the wasted years, or to find a peace that has eluded you for decades. That is the lie of the antagonist. He wants you to believe that grace has an expiration date. Listen to me. One moment in my presence is worth 1,000 years of human striving. If you have only one breath left, that breath is enough for me to fill with my peace. If you have only a few years left, those years can be more fruitful, more radiant, and more impactful than the previous 60 combined. Why? Because now you are finally reaching the end of yourself, and where you end, I truly begin. Grace is my solution to your exhaustion. You have spent a lifetime trying to earn your place, trying to be enough for everyone around you. You have carried the heavy yoke of expectations, the expectations of your parents, your employers, your children, and most cruelly, the expectations you placed on yourself. I am here to take that yoke off your scarred shoulders and replace it with mine. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Do you know what it means to be covered by my grace at this stage of your life? It means that your past is not a prison. It means that the shame you feel for the if-onlys is washed away in the ocean of my mercy. When I look at you, I don't see the sins of your 30s or the failures of your 50s. I see a child who is finally coming home to my heart. I see the beauty of a soul that has been refined in the fire of experience. The world sees your wrinkles. I see the wisdom you have gained. The world sees your slowing pace. I see a heart that is finally learning to walk with me rather than running past me. You worry that you have nothing left to give. You feel like a dry well, but my grace is the living water that never runs dry. I don't need your physical strength. I don't need your professional titles. I don't need you to be useful in the way the world defines it. I want your surrender. I want you to give me the broken pieces of your heart, the parts that feel discarded and unloved, and let me knit them back together with a peace that surpasses all understanding. Redemption is not a prize for the young and the perfect. It is a gift for the weary and the willing. You are not too old for a miracle. You are not too far gone for a fresh start. Whether you have 2 decades or 2 days left on this earth, those moments belong to me. I can restore what the locusts have eaten. I can give you more joy in this season of retirement than you ever found in the years of your greatest worldly success. The shift happens the moment you stop trying to save yourself. You cannot fix your 60 years. You cannot go back and rewrite the script, but you can give the pen to me. You can say, Lord, I am tired of carrying this. I am tired of being my own savior. I receive your grace. The peace I offer is not the absence of trouble, and it is not the sudden disappearance of your physical aches. It is a deep, unshakable soul rest. It is the quiet confidence that you are held, that you are forgiven, and that your story has a glorious conclusion that has nothing to do with how the world remembers you, and everything to do with how I love you. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I was there at your beginning, and I am here for your end, which is really just the beginning of our forever. Stop fighting the clock, my child. Stop apologizing for being 60. In this moment, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Can you feel it? The weight is starting to lift. Not because the world changed, but because you are realizing that you don't belong to the world. You belong to me. Now, my child, as we sit together in this thinning veil between what was and what will be, you might ask, Lord, how do I live this out? How do I walk in this peace when the world is still loud and my body still aches? I do not give you a heavy burden of religious rules. I give you a hand to hold and a simple path to walk, one step at a time, for as many days as I have written in your book. The first step is the most vital. Surrender the silence. Do not let the quiet of your home become a place where the antagonist breeds loneliness. Instead, turn that silence into a conversation with me. You don't need formal prayers or perfect words. Speak to me as you would to your oldest, dearest friend. Tell me about the regret that nipped at your heels this morning. Tell me about the joy you felt seeing a bird at the window. When you involve me in the small details of your day, the isolation of being over 60 vanishes, replaced by an intimacy that the young and busy often miss. You are never alone when you are talking to the one who loves you most. The second step is to forgive the version of yourself that didn't know better. You carry a heavy sack of should-haves from your 40s and 50s. I have already forgiven those things. Why do you still insist on punishing yourself? When you hold on to self-judgment, you are saying that your standards are higher than mine. I have washed you white as snow. Today I want you to look in that mirror. Look into those eyes that have seen so much and say out loud, I am forgiven and I am loved. Let the grace I gave you on the cross finally seep into the marrow of your bones. The third step is to be my light in the small places. You may feel discarded by society, but I have a mission for you that only someone with your years of experience can fulfill. The world is starving for wisdom, for patience, and for the kind of steady love that only a seasoned soul can provide. You don't need a stage or a crowded room. You need only a willing heart, a kind word to the weary store clerk, a prayer whispered for a neighbor, or a letter of encouragement to a grandchild. These are the ripples of eternity. Your usefulness is not measured by your pace, but by the depth of your presence. Finally, trust my timing. You worry about the end, but I want you to focus on the now. Each morning that you wake up and feel the sun on your face is a gift I have hand-delivered to you. Do not waste today's peace by mourning yesterday's strength or fearing tomorrow's weakness. I am the God of the manna. I give you exactly what you need for this 24-hour journey. When the path gets steep, lean harder on me. I am not going anywhere. My dear, precious child, you are 60, 70, 80, and you are my masterpiece. The world sees a fading candle, but I see a light that is about to join the eternal sun. The peace I give you is real. It is yours. It is a well that will never run dry. Do not let your heart be troubled. You are home with me now, even while your feet are still on the earth. We will walk the rest of this way together, and I promise you, the best is truly yet to come. If you feel my peace washing over you right now, do not carry your burdens alone anymore. Leave your burden in the comments below. Type, I receive your peace, Lord, and let this community of brothers and sisters lift you up. Subscribe to this channel and walk with me every day. You are not discarded. You are chosen. You are called, and you are deeply, eternally loved.